Sandra Gay. I am the Assistive Technology Case Manager here at the Caregivers Resource Center at MAC Incorporated.
And I'm Katie Clouderbach, the Environmental Home Case Manager at MAC Incorporated here in the Caregiver Resource Center as well.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. We've talked about plates. We've talked about some utensils. So today we're going to talk about some home safety items.
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen, especially. So, Katie, why don't you start over on our left?
So this is, like if you know how the new soap containers and the sodas have pop tops. So some of those, they're kind of hard to open. So this is kind of, you just slide underneath it and it pulls back and it pops it off right for you. So if people have arthritis or kind of just hard gripping or kind of getting your hand underneath
or
it.
even if you have long fingernails and sometimes it's hard to get those nails under there.
That's true.
That works.
It's very helpful. And this is our just typical veggie peeler, potato peeler, and it just is a built-up grip.
Exactly, the cool grip on that.
It's just like our kitchen utensils that had a built-up grip. It does the same thing. It's for people who have arthritis or just a hard time gripping things, losing sensation, and it kind of just makes it a little bit easier for them to hold.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay, so next we're going to break out our
candied black-eyed peas.
Black-eyed peas. We do like our black-eyed peas, and we have a couple of really cool spoons here.
Yes.
And we've talked about these before. Now this one is an anti-tremor spoon. So if you do have Parkinson's or any type of tremor, any kind of tremor, and I'm not making fun of anyone, but mimicking what tremor looked like.
Yes.
It's like when you're trying to grip something, even with a tremor, it's still going to stay on the spoon.
I like
because
that.
It's weighted and it's balanced, and it's really cool. Really cool. This is a good product.
Definitely eating with dignity with that one.
Yes. And this one's probably my favorite. Of all the gadgets in here, this is probably my favorite. It is a self-leveling spoon. As you can see, the spoon stays no matter what direction I go in, it's going to stay level.
That's cool.
This makes a huge difference for people. Again, one of my favorites. Now, I'm a waterman's daughter, so I'm very familiar with these. These are the anti-cut gloves. You can get them in a disability catalog. You can get them at a local bait and tackle shop. You get them just about anywhere, but you can't cut. So like if I'm peeling a potato or a vegetable, I'm not going to cut myself.
That's good for diabetics who don't want to.
Yes. Yeah. So anti-cut gloves, they're fantastic. And you can even use them when you're filleting your fish, which I've been able to do a time or two. One of my favorite products. And I'm going to show you two different versions of the same thing.
Okay.
It's a jar opener.
Okay.
Jar goes in and it grips. And you turn it and just pop the lid right off. This is nice, but to me personally, it's not as effective. It's very thin here and it's harder to use, so it doesn't grip your jar as well. And
again,
again,
a little thicker.
Yes, this is a lot thicker. This is my personal Pamper Chef one. As you can see, it's very well used. Use it all the time, but it's thicker and it's got grippies on both sides. And it's got a bigger line here, so it actually grabs the jar lid better. And it's an easier handle for me to grab. I actually bought my mom one of these a couple of years ago for Christmas. She was having a hard time with her jars. This makes the biggest difference. Again,
anybody can use it.
Anybody can use it. I'm not endorsing, Pampered Chef, but who doesn't know somebody who sells Pampered Chef? So a couple different options. This is the one personally that I prefer better. I think it is more effective. We'll let you talk about the old-fashioned gripper.
Good old handy-dandy. This is kind of what we used to always use, and I still use this in my kitchen. It's just, we still have it in the wrapper, but it's just kind of like those grippers. So you would just place it on top of your jar, fold it over top of the lid, and turn it, and it's like rubber. So it grips it just the way this would do, but just simpler.
So in some aspects, for me, I have a harder time with that. So that's why I use this one. I need that torque that I can get with the handle.
Because you need kind of a little bit more of a grip too with this one.
Yes. So that's why I like these kind for me personally, again, because I can get more torque. So
gotcha.
That makes a difference there. Yeah. And then this one, we don't talk about a whole lot, but I think every stove and every house should have one of these. It is a special, it is a stop kitchen fires. Let me turn the box around the correct way. It plugs in, this plugs into your outlet, your 220 where your stove gets plugged in, then your cord to your stove gets plugged in here.
Oh, cool.
So that if it's left on too long, or if it starts a fire, it's going to automatically shut it off.
Shuts off your stove.
It shuts it off. So that's a really,
very important.
really cool thing.
People with anybody with dementia or just plain just forgot that you had it on.
Yeah, because it happens more often than not. When you look at, you look at fires and how often it's something simple as something was left on the stove and forgotten about. Things
oven,
like
yeah.
this can make a difference. So thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you next week.
See you then.